Hey guys, Fizz here, back again with another video of Overwatch, this time showing you how to use Hanzo. A lot of videos I've seen of Hanzo, they just show you how to use the basic stuff you see on the menu, like the sonic arrow, the projectile arrow, his ultimate, but they never show you how to shoot other heroes with them. So stick around and I'll show you how to get body shots and headshots like this. To start this video off, I'm going to start by saying that Hanzo's like my favorite character, my main character. I practice a lot with him, so I know what tricks work for me, and they might not work for you, but I'm just going to show you anyways, just like get a little head start on how to use Hanzo, because a lot of people don't know how to use him, so they prefer WIDOWMAKER, because she's like easier, because she's like a regular sniper, she just aim and shoot. So the first step to using Hanzo is knowing how to shoot with him. So basically you gotta know the crosshair. What I mean by knowing the crosshair is that people that play Battlefield or Last of Us or using an arrow, you know that there's a bullet drop or like a arrow drop for arrows that travel a distance. So the trick of knowing Hanzo's crosshair is like aiming a little bit above the head like this. You see this point right here? You gotta aim right there, like when shooting mid and long distances, because it's like a little bit above, so you automatically get the body shot or the headshot that you want. And you also gotta lead the target or predict where they're gonna go, because using Hanzo is all about prediction and leading the target. Like you gotta know where they're gonna go next or predict where they're gonna go next to get the shot off. The first hero I'm gonna talk about is the Tracer. She could be, to a Hanzo, she could be very annoying or very easy to take out, only based on where you're positioned and how much health you have versus her. So the main thing about Tracer is that she's very predictable. That's what makes her easy to kill, because either she's gonna shoot at you when she first sees you, then move to the left or right, dash behind you, and rinse and repeat. So when fighting a Tracer, you gotta think as fast as she moves and just predict your shots or predict where she's gonna go next and just shoot away, because it's okay to do random shots in her direction she's going, because you might hit her and you might not. The next hero I'm gonna talk about is Soldier 76. This guy is so annoying as a Hanzo because he moves left to right, which is predictable, but he moves as fast as I shoot my arrows. I don't know if that makes sense, but every time I shoot my arrow at him, he moves to the other direction right when it's about to hit him, so it misses by a little hair. So a trick of shooting these guys is know that they put down a healing spot. A lot of Soldier 76, the good ones, always put down a freaking healing when they're fighting a Hanzo. They put down a healing thing, which is that little circle they use to heal themselves when they're inside the vicinity of the circle. So when they do that, they gonna always move towards that circle. So every time they move away from it fighting a Hanzo, they move towards it again. So that way, that's a good trick to know where they're gonna go next. So if they move to the right away from the circle, just aim at the circle just before they're about to move left, so you know where they're gonna go, and you always get the shot. Like I always get the shot when I do that. And always be careful of their rockets. If they hit you once with the rockets, you're basically dead, because when they move left to right like that, they always get constant damage by holding down their trigger with their assault rifle. So make sure you think fast and make a good prediction of where they're gonna go next, and just fire away and kill them off quickly. The next hero I'm gonna talk about is McCree. McCree is a character that's like relies on two things: his concussion grenade and his fanning hammer. But there are two players that do two different things when they play McCree. Either they shoot while going towards you, or they just stop shooting, just walk towards you, and just throw a concussion grenade and just use fanning hammer to kill you off. The easiest ones to deal with are the ones that hope to get you with a concussion grenade by walking up to you, by not shooting, and just saving all their bullets for the fanning hammer to finish you off. All those people do is move left to right, hoping to dodge your arrows, and that's easy. Just predict, and they move pretty slow, so it's easy to predict where they're gonna go next and just finish them off pretty quickly before they even get close to you. The harder ones to deal with are the ones that jump around left to right, shooting at you. What they don't know is that they're using their bullets for fanning hammer. So when they shoot at you like that, they hit you with a concussion grenade. Yes, you get stunned, but they don't have enough bullets to actually kill you with the fanning hammer. So it's pretty easy to kill them when you're out of the stun, because they have no concussion grenade. Just roll and just keep shooting arrows at them. They're pretty much dead. Like only 2 fully charged body shots all you need to kill McCrees. The next hero I'm talking about is the Reaper. The Reaper is a character that just has to get closer to get good damage. Like he will move towards you left to right. He's predictable, but he will kill you pretty fast if he gets enough distance towards you. So if you get him mid-distance, you need that's your golden moment to take him out, because he will move left to right just to get closer to you. So you gotta line your shots right, predict where he's gonna go next, and kill him off quickly. So if you find yourself face to face with the Reaper, you're most likely gonna die. But there's a small chance if the Reaper messes up his aiming. Like, he's constantly trying to shoot at you point blank with his weapon. So if you go into him, he might lose track of you and just waste his bullets, and he ends up reloading for that split second. There's your chance to get a headshot and kill him off quickly, because he's really weak to headshots. But if you're fighting a good Reaper, you're most likely dead, 100% dead, because these guys, when they know you're trying to shoot at them, they'll just jump around like monkeys left or right, and you can't really get a good shot off them. You'll get body shots, but that's not enough to kill a Reaper fast enough before he kills you. The next hero I'm going to talk about is Pharah. Pharah can be very easy to take out or very difficult, depending on her teammates. When she jumps in the air, it's very easy to figure out where she's going to go next. Either she's going to go floating left and constantly going down more and more, and that makes it very easy to predict where she's going to go next or where she's going to end up. So when she's distracted, she's constantly moving in the direction where she wants to, fighting that enemy. So when you see her up there, you can easily take her out. But when she's fighting you one-on-one, it's like very hard, because you're constantly trying to dodge rockets while trying to predict where she's going to go, and you're most likely going to die most of the time, but there's times you can get lucky arrows to kill her off quickly. The next hero I'm going to talk about is Genji. So when you're a Hanzo seeing a Genji, you might think he moves as fast as Tracer, but he doesn't. Like, he's a little bit slower and more predictable. Like, he moves left to right while he's shooting shurikens at you, and he's very predictable, so he's very easy to shoot. But the pattern I noticed when fighting Genji is, like, when they see you, they just throw a couple shurikens, and you hit them once with an arrow, they'll use reflect right off the bat. Like, I always see it. Like, they just, as soon as I hit them with the arrow, boom, they just pop the deflect. And right after they pop the deflect and notice you're not shooting anymore, they do the dash strike and end up behind you. And as soon as you turn around, just do the left and right prediction, and you hit them half the time. Another thing about Genji is he jumps a lot when they see you. So they jump left to right, and it's easy to hit them, because when they jump, they land in a spot where you easily can tell where they're gonna land at. So it's easy to shoot them. The next hero I'm talking about is Reinhardt. Reinhardt is just like Pharah. He can be easy or very difficult, depending on the teammates that he has. But the trick to take out Reinhardt is when he's not seeing you. So make sure you're behind him. Like, when you're behind him, just get a couple shots of his head or his back. Fully charged shots, not just little light shots or mid shots, just fully charged shots at his back to get as much damage as you can before he turns around. And if you're lucky, he turns around to you when your teammates are behind him shooting him to get the kill off. But he's stupid enough to take off his shield when he turns to you. Like, that's easy kill, because you can just get a couple headshots, body shots, and kill him off quickly before he actually gets to swing off you. But if you get hit twice, you're dead. You're done so. So the first group of heroes I'm going to talk about is the heavy characters like Winston, Roadhog, Zarya, Deva, all those heavy characters that you see. The trick to taking them out is just aiming for get a head start in damage. Like, if you see one, you get a headshot off of them, they'll turn around and get you, get close to you, but you get a couple more headshots off or body shots, they're pretty much dead. Like Winston, he jumps at you when you get a shot off of him, but he doesn't know if when he jumps, you get that shot, you take more damage. So half his health he's already at half health, and he doesn't realize it yet. So when he gets close to you, he starts sparking you with his Tesla gun. Just shoot him. His health's gonna be like 25%. He's gonna run away, or he's gonna keep fighting you. You just get a kill off of him. All you gotta do is get head start damage. If you don't get head start damage, you're most likely gonna die, because they just put too much pressure and you're dead. Roadhog is almost the same way, because if you get a body shot or headshot, a fully charged one that takes like a big chunk of his health, he'll turn around, chain you. But the first shot he does at you when he chains you won't kill you. He's gonna leave you like low health, so anything will kill you basically, like his teammates or another shot of his gun. But if he misses you, you move to the left or jump around a lot. He misses all his shots and he's reloading. You can get a couple more body shots and he's dead just as fast as Winston. Zara's a bit trickier because she uses more defense tactics like her barrier, and she has armor. So when you get that first shot off, you take a big chunk of her armor off, and she notices you, she gets close to you. She uses her barrier when you keep hitting her a lot. Her armor's probably going to be gone before she uses her barrier. So when she does that, she gets close to you, use her beam, which is super annoying, but you gotta keep moving left to right because she gotta hit you directly with that beam to take damage from you. The next hero I'm going to talk about is yourself, like Hanzo. If you're fighting another Hanzo, they're very predictable because they do the same pattern. They jump to the one direction, shoot, then move to the other direction, jump, do the same thing, stop, shoot. They always have to stop and move slowly when they shoot. So when they stop in one, like they're moving in one direction, they're most likely going to move to the other direction to shoot at you. So it's easy to predict where they're going to go. Or you can do the same thing they do, just jump around, do the same thing they do. It's like, it's either you gonna die or he's gonna die. So it's 50-50% chance his air is gonna connect before yours, or your air is gonna connect before his. As for the other heroes like Junkrat, Symmetra, Zenyatta, and the other ones I never named, all the characters lead a similar pattern of moving left to right when they're shooting at you, so just predict and you'll be fine fighting any hero in this game. And that will conclude this video. Hopefully it helped you on how to use Hanzo a little bit better. Please like if you liked the video, subscribe, write your opinion in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!